powers from roughly the end of the Napoleonic Wars to World War II. Indeed, in size, it is clearly surpassed by only one other great power decline, the unexpected internal collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991. End quote. In the first decade of what was to be the second American century, a net of 0 new jobs was created. Average households were earning less in real dollars at the end of the decade than at the beginning. The net worth of the American family in stocks, bonds, savings, home values receded 4%. 50,000 plants and factories shut down. As a source of jobs, manufacturing fell below healthcare and education in 2001, below retail sales in 2002, below local government in 2006, below leisure and hospitality, restaurants and bars, in 2008, all for the first time. Be it shoes, clothes, cars, furniture, radios, TVs, updates has been consuming more than it has been producing for many years. End quote. Starting in the 1980s and accelerating with NAFTA and GATT, the United States set out to meld its economy with those of Europe and Japan and create a global economy. We decided to create the interdependent world envisioned by such 19th century dreamers as David Ricardo, Richard Cobden, Frederick Bastiat, and John Stuart Mill. That experiment did not work out well for the free trade British in the 19th century, who were shouldered aside in the struggle for world primacy by America. But our generation would make it work for the world. What happened was predictable and was, in fact, predicted. With the abolition of tariffs and with U.S. guarantees that goods made in foreign countries would enter America free of charge, manufacturers began to shut plants here and move production abroad to countries where U.S. wage and hour laws and health, safety, and environmental regulations did not apply, countries where there were no unions and workers' wages below the U.S. minimum wage. Competitors who stayed in America were undercut and run out of business or forced to join the stampede abroad. After Japan and Europe had carted off their shares of the U.S. market, the tigers of Asia queued up: South Korea, Taiwan, Malaysia, and Singapore. In 1994, China made a brilliant strategic move. She devalued her currency 45%, cutting in half the already cheap cost of labor for companies relocating to China, and doubling the price of U.S. goods entering China. The result? Those imbalances to which Volcker referred. For decades, Japan's trade surplus with the United States was the largest on Earth. In the 21st century, China's trade surplus with the United States began to dwarf Japan's. In 2008, China exported 5 times the dollar volume of goods to America as she imported, and her trade surpluses with America set a world record between any two nations: $266 billion. In August 2010, China's trade surplus with the United States set a new all-time monthly record of $28 billion and was headed for a new annual record. Nor was this trade surplus all in toys and textiles. In critical items that the Commerce Department defines as advanced technology products,